play together, okay? Josh was doing the front work job, and then Mr. Browning was standing behind it and watching him to do the all work. So Josh, Josh was telling me that I think you are paranoid. I think you should see the mental hospital and things like that. And yeah, and then he was trying to manipulate it. And then I asked, and now I got the sense this is what Anchorage Police Department is trying to do. They plant him, the white, Caucasian man, continually creating event, and then continually after event, instead of sending the police member, unless it is a physical loss or something like that, and then they will send the mobile crisis team and then wrap it up like I have some kind of mental issue. This is their plan, another plan in Anchorage. They sit, don't play the game with me. I'm going to write a book. I don't care if you care if I die. I don't care. You care my mother. And my son had no idea that what the heck was going on. You did the same thing to my son. The only reason, and how my ex was kissing your organization, he completely shut his mouth up. It was your play. It was your police side play. You play all over. Without limiting yourself, okay? My kid's father, LA, Korean American community, and then once you play with the Korean people in South Korea, you play whatever you are being benefit, and besides your benefit, you are careless. He's been loyal to that, Mexican American police organization as being street people, and it's his own son. They forced him to withdraw. He had no idea at the UCSB. He had no idea. And then LAPD tried to wrap it up with the mentally. That's what the fucking US law enforcement is doing. You killed my mother by harassing. Think about it, okay? I was talking to the police staff. Okay, just few words, just less than 10 words. She was telling me that, don't harass me. And this is going on for 18 years. 18 years. While you cannot stand on the few words and they lie me that, I'm harassing you. Look at all this harassment. Okay, you made a plan. You made a plan, planting the white street man. Police continually harassing. Meanwhile, you don't take care at the Anchorage police, system, and then you send the mobile crisis team and try to wrap it up. This is a plan that Mexican American and white police who play, they are doing it to me. That's why event was creating one after the other. Event was creating one. Do not play the game. So I told Josh, since he told me to go to the doctor, okay. He said, well, he got the bachelor degree at Columbia. He got the master degree in UAA, and then he has some kind of degree for the mentor. I said, you do? Okay. Then based on what word, based on what you see. Okay, and I said, I'm going to record, because he tried to manipulate it. I said, I'm going to record. He said, no, it's a personal, he doesn't want to record. Then, based on what you see, you think that I have to see the doctor, write it down by the word, okay, so that I could take to the doctor. He couldn't do it. And then I'm going to leave. Oh, if you hear, I'm going to leave. God has been given the judgment, okay, and rational. They were abusing it. These people were abusing it. Do not try to play the game with me. I'm going to write a book. You sue, you put me in the mental hospital, you put me in the prison, whatsoever. I don't care, okay? I don't care. I just want the truth, and don't play the game with me. Anchorage Police Department member who made a plan by putting the white Caucasian man right next to my house, set up all the system, continually create. They were the one who was breaking in. Mexican American, they also followed at the Home Depot. Home Depot, yeah. Home Depot, the one who did that man is a Mexican American. But at the same time, you plenty of Caucasian man right next to. And he's the one who was doing it based on the order. Before, they just do it because they have access to do it. Like, like the electrician man. Because they have access, they have the whole system in front. They can manipulate it. So whatever they do not like, they just come and do it. But now, exposing what they are doing wrong, the society has been find out. People now the electrician is not living right next to. But they plant a white man, street man, so that he could also take care of all this system and breaking in. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I see, and I'm pretty sure that it is correct, because at midnight he was, it's cold night. You don't want to do anything. It's a midnight. It's cold. You don't want to be out there. You just want to wake up during day. I don't know. He doesn't want to show his identity. That I don't know. He was doing it. So, and then people there, move around during night. And then Anchorage Police Department staff, mostly they knew. So do not play the game. Do not try to wrap it up. You know what happened? I tell what happened. University of Toronto, it was a totally fraud. It was totally fraud. And then knowing my identity has been exposed and people find out it's the fraud. University of Toronto is a fraud. That's why especially Mexican American police line, like Mr. Browning look, those people, they want me to be out the U.S. They don't want to fix the problem. It has not been fixing it, especially those cartel line. Especially those cartel line in the police system and government system. And I don't think it has been like the decade after decade. It never has been taken care. The only excuse like Venezuela or someone else. U.S. law enforcement never has been taken care. That's why this intense harassment is going on. And they try to wrap it up. 9 years. Yeah, who's going to be okay doing what they are doing? Then look at the video. Look at the video. You look at the CCTV color intensity that has been changing while I was in Susanville in 2024. By the time that they plan on getting my house, who's going to be okay? Of course, the people is knowing that I'm at the angry circumstance. Doing what I was facing, it's not my fault. It's not that I'm creating. They purposely created in order to wrap it up. That's the U.S. law enforcement, and they keep the cartel line. Do not play the game with me.